Welcome back to Cliches. This is obviously where we'll be discussing cliches. We had fun doing part one, so this will be part two of the video. So let's get right into it. When a character has a big revelation to tell another, a long pause ensues, with them just glancing at each other. Then the scene cuts away to something else. Then back to the previous scene where they've already been told the big revelation. We don't see their initial reaction, just the aftermath of it.
Yeah, they do love to pad out the. This is what happened. Are we going to see it? Nah, no, we're not going to see it, are we? Great, great.
Affairs, referring to past characters in increasingly omniscient ways. That's Peggy Mitchell, the greatest Mitchell matriarch to ever live. I like that EastEnders honours his history, but it feels a bit cringe sometimes. New Michelle was the absolute worst for her. She would be making a cup of tea and somehow turn it into a monologue with Pauline and Arthur.
I mean, people do like to talk about their family. It's not unreasonable.
Yeah.
In the last video, I made a fucking comment to my nan, who's dead, about a fucking Christmas card she wrote. Like, people do reference. Obviously, I get it. It does feel a bit tacked on, but like, I do understand. It'd be like, yes, that Ash guy who has a really long penis and has great sex with many women and men. It's like, all right, who fucking made you say that? Who's fucking like? he was one of my closest friends. He was the best friend I ever had. It's like fucking. It does feel a bit disingenuous sometimes. I do understand what they mean.
The complete disappearance of kids. Stacey's kitchen and living room are completely empty all the time. Rather the kids go. Shockingly, that the other day when Mark showed up with grown-up Hope and Arthur, they were toddlers when I last saw them.
You know, people saying that they want Stacey to just kind of exist but off screen.
Yeah.
They're going to school. I didn't do anything else other than school at that age. I wouldn't show me at it. I was fucking spinning around in a circle.
Right, this
okay. Spin me in the chair. Spin me in the chair. Oh, I feel sick. Oh God.
Okay, please don't clip me out of context for the next one. Where are their kids? Where are their kids? That's what TV baby Mel is always shouting on TV. That's
exactly.
Where are their kids? Characters conveniently being in the right place at the right time to overhear a private conversation that benefits them in terms of blackmailing someone.
I mean, yeah, but that's because everybody does it in a stupid place. Like, it's not on the person being in the right place. I mean, it is them being in the right place at the right time, but it's also them saying that like in the pub.
Yeah.
Where it's like, all right, I won't tell them I've got chlamydia, and then they go chlamydia. So, oh fucking hell! All right. Never happened to me, of course.
Biggest
stupid chair.
The biggest one is expenditure and more throwing money around when two scenes before they were skinned. Don't make any coffee at home. Wash their own clothes or drink at home. Other than that, jobs. If someone needs a job, it has to be an immediate vicinity. Otherwise, vicinity. They will declare that they can't find work. The washing clothes one is bizarre. I have a laundry at the top of my row. It seems largely unused. My mom only ever used her one for washing duvets. It's clearly not a social hangout and has a sign on it saying don't clean unless you're using the machine. Yes, no one owns a washing machine in Walford and it's a social hub. Again, in real life,
it's a staple. It's a staple, right?
To break the fourth wall, but in real life, you can't have a scene with the washing machine on the background and you have two guys going, "Hello, Stacey. Hello, Stacey. How are you, Stacey?" I don't know why my washing machine's a fucking car. Revving up the fucking Bugatti. But in universe, I understand. But yeah, that's the real life situation. Well, you can't do it.
But yeah, I do say that as well. People, I don't know. You never see people like saving money. You always see people like, "Oh bloody hell, we got to save money," and they just never do. Still going to the pub for drinks, of course, every night. Like, why is nobody just buying a 4-pack of lager and fucking boozing at home?
See, right. No, you're gonna either laugh or look at me saying I'm stupid. Right, but you know when they have to use the washing machine, right? Here's a question: could they not in the house get some guy set behind the set with a little stick and go around the fucking washing machine like it's on, just turning the washing machine with a stick like it's on?
That poor intern. Yeah, but you can see if it's fucking not on. It has all the shit swashing around, like the bubbles and shit.
Yeah. Just get a few guys in there, you know, fucking one putting the bubbles in, another lad fucking turning it. Yeah. Imagine.
I mean, that's what people think the writing staff do, let's be honest.
People think the writing staff is like that South Park joke on Family Guy where it's just a bunch of mammals putting 4 balls together. Like, celebrity, controversial topic, shit reference, you know, character.
Oh.
The work thing is mad too. The amount of times, fucking knows. The amount of times people can just stop working for another reason without checking with their boss if that's okay. I get spending when they're fired, like Alfie and the bookies.
Yep. Well, it's usually because it's supposed to be that tight knit community, right? It's supposed to be really tight knit, you know, not gonna, you know, friends at the end of the day. So it is surprising when they do actually go, all right, it's all taking the piss with that. But, nah, what do you mean?
The constant person A falls in love with person B. They get together, person B has an affair to eventually split up. They eventually split up. Give them a year or so and they make gooey eyes over a cold soup and fall in bed again. Even though it didn't work out the first time, then person B cheats again, so they split up, and then a year later they find themselves all gooey eyed again, back in bed, even though it hasn't worked a million times before. Of course, this time will be different until it's not, and person B cheats again. You could have just
but people in real life do that though. For fuck's sake, people get themselves in loveless marriages because they do the booty call fucking 3 months after this toxic relationships died, and it's like, you know what? That was actually really good, wasn't it? I want to get back with them. Get back with them. It's the same old shit. Nothing's changed. Get fucking fed up. One of them cheats again because they're a serial cheater. And then fucking, you know, I'm sorry, I'll change, I will, you know, I'll never do it again. Oh, fucking hell. And we're back to the same fucking rodeo. It does happen.
Ash, and this person says you could have just said Max and Tanya.
Not bad.
Wasn't even talking about Max and Tanya. I was talking about Kat and Alfie. But yeah, Max and Tanya too. The people in
Someone
London
wants to be fucking. Well, fucking actually, wasn't even talking about it, Lee. Fuck off.
The people in East London routinely use black cabs and taxis, saying that I love culture becomes a cabbie storyline. Our culture being a cabbie driver would be so fun. I would deliberately go on set and be like, can I please just be an extra to go around in cabs for culture?
I will not. Fuck that. I'm good, thanks.
Character has supersonic hearing so they can hide around the corner and hear every single word no matter how nosy the area might be. Give me a break. If I hear multiple people mention going to the Fic for this or that occasion tonight, e.g. Lauren got a promotion or it's Junior's birthday type shit, just know there's going to be a row, or the Fic is full of main characters. You know, there will not only be a row but also immediate return as the duff. Hiding things that they really don't want found under a cushion. Another character walks in the room. When they Google something, they always use correct grammar, punctuation. I can't pronounce the word. Capitalization, etc. Who does that? Always saying.
Look, as an autist, yes. As someone who likes formatting, I'm using correct grammar in Google. But I'm not everybody else.
It's going to be funny when, again, I just looked at 2021 Christmas notes. Because I couldn't spell Kirat. Right? I couldn't spell Kirat. I put fucking Kermit instead.
Sound.
I put fucking Kermit because I was like, I don't know.
Sound.
And I was signing text messages with their initials saying I hate hospitals. No shit. No one bloody likes them. How many heads Peter Beale has? One more than Ben.
That's not real. I mean, it's not really a cliche. It's just a shared experience.
One more than Ben until Ben's next head transplant release. A couple has a fight and I miscommunicate with something very simple to explain, or see something out of context, but instead of talking it through, person A decides to go off and instead sleep with person C, who is usually a friend they both know, and someone person A has gotten cozy with recently. Weeks go by and they've gone quiet. Then it all explodes once the relationship is mended and happy again. Person B finds out. Closeted gay, constantly cheats on the partner and gets a pass because gay. And if men do anything with another man, if men do anything with another man, they're automatically gay. No one considers that they could be bi. I just want the
the bi representation in general is really slim pickings. Like I can think of 2 bi characters in soap in general, maybe 3, but like usually it's just I don't know. It's usually they were straight and then they're suddenly like, oh, I'm actually bi now, but I only date women or I only date men, which isn't always a funny time.
Like Sonia, I'm bisexual when the schedule fits. Fowler, I just want us to stop the tragic Romeo and Juliet forbidden love shit. Can we just have 2 normal, well-adjusted gay people meet, be a couple, and be happy without having to turn everything into a pit of toxicity, lies, or vilifying the unwitty hetero partner? At least with Nish, he deserved what he got because he wasn't an abusive piece of shit. Not just because Suki actually fancies women, being a reductionist, but you can get what I mean. I completely agree with this one, despite me moaning about it. So
Ash was bisexual. There we are.
I completely agree with it. Yeah, I know you're bisexual. I completely agree with this one, despite me moaning about it being so commonplace for a gay man to be moonlight as straight. So people assume any man denying it is lying about homosexuality, or that bisexual men are in denial. Bisexual erasure is definitely an issue. People find it utterly impossible to wrap their heads around the idea of being attracted to more than one gender at any time, or they assume that because someone is currently with an opposite sex partner, that the same sex partner has some kind of face, like they said about Sonia being a part-time lesbian. I'm glad that when Ash was around, she was a much more normal depiction of bisexuality. She's just dead men sometimes, and women sometimes. Simple as then they had Sonia touch on the topic and actually say the word bisexual release. We find out that women generally have it easier in that regard, but men fetishizing woman-on-woman relationships has something to do with it. All that said, overall, it's far more acceptable for a woman to be attracted to the same sex than a man. Sometimes other men ridicule. Sometimes women see bisexual.
It's just a very bold statement. You know, it's unchallenged as well.
Sometimes
just interesting.
Sometimes women see bisexual men as too effeminate. I think that's the word. This is a turn off. But some don't like the idea of their man having done butt stuff for feeling pleasure. Baby, if you come near me, you're fucking pegging me, love. You're sticking that somewhere. The sun don't shine. Feeling pressured into.
Nothing wrong with butt stuff.
Nothing wrong with butt stuff. Butt stuff is quite nice, as long as it's lubricated. Pleasure to also do it. This happens with straight couples. Some legitimately fear that men will turn out to be gay, and suddenly divorce them out of nowhere. I can totally get this side of things too. And to be fair, a guy could simply do the same thing with similar impact for a younger woman, even if he wasn't secretly gay. It would be really nice.
The one biggest bisexual hatred, not in general, but one I personally was close to, is one of my old best mates' dads was this really hyper frustrated. Well, he once again, I say that Rocky looked like Droopy from Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Well, this man was the physical embodiment of Droopy from the Looney Tunes. He was small, he was bold, he was bitter. He was very bitter. And so when he found out that his son's girlfriend was bisexual, he was fucking fuming. I just leave you for someone else? Just leave you for a woman? How fucking shit is that? And obviously, the thing that made it funnier to me, not that bit, because that's just, being a fucking bigot, is the story that one time he was really frustrated, so he walked out of the house to I think his partner's car and just took out his dick and started windmilling at him. And he's just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What is wrong?
What, the dad started
he was a knobhead.
What, the dad started windmilling the son, or the son started windmilling?
No. He was the dad started windmilling his partner at the time.
It would be really nice to have a nice normal bloke who's bisexual. Maybe like how we had Kyle, who was a transgender. them bloody transgenders, and just a down to earth, lovely person getting on with his life. Actually, I want to see the reply to see the son actually do the correction. I don't know why. I don't like the stereotype of bisexuals being hypersexual and just shagging everybody all the time.
Yeah, but I do like that though. I do like it.
They usually have a normal.
They make everybody panic. You know, fucking terror. I've seen fucking. I've known some of my friends went by, and some of them were very attractive and made a lot of people very confused by flirting at them. They're just kind of like, huh? It's great, love it. No, obviously, yeah, just someone who's just not like a fucking hypersexual, super active fucking bi person. Yes, fine.
They usually have a super normal serial relationship. Everyone else just happens to be people of different genders. But it would admittedly be kind of fun to see a character who generally doesn't give a shit. I did kind of like Ben's slut era. And when people question about how they can want to have sex with both men and women, I want them to be as blast about it as humanly possible. The person asking realize it isn't really that fucking complicated to grasp. What is the reply saying? I would have rather been so nice if the twist they had taken with Elaine and John, rather than him being gay and totally dismissing the last 10 years of their marriage and the memories Linda had of their child. They could have had made him bisexual and loved them both equally, unless it's been totally unrealistic given the time.
I don't think so. It wouldn't have worked. It would have completely changed the story.
And then
well, I guess it kind of made sense in a way, but that whole point of the story was to provide a foundation which explains Elaine's complete lack of trust of men and being loved. And if it was just him both trying to love John and Elaine, it doesn't work.
And then someone
I don't think it was ruined by him being gay. Like, no, it's a cool twist.
And then someone puts the Elaine storyline. Why did they make him gay as a twist? Because it works. Someone's about to be seriously hurt. All of a sudden they're saved by someone who bursts through the door just at the right time. But that's not just soaps, to be fair. Every new male character can get a job as a mechanic. Every female as a beautician. Not EastEnders specific, but I guess when two characters are in a car and they only talk about whatever they're meant to talk.
Hold on, let's be honest. Those are two kind of, they are remotely tangled with gender, but also, and sorry to any mechanics or fucking beauticians, it's also not the highest of skill requirements to have either job. They're both jobs you can kind of get out of school, learn on the job, fucking get to grips with it, slowly advance. It's not like you need like fucking 7 years of like doctor's training, for example. Like they're not easy. They're still like good fucking jobs, but the startup to get into it's not really as difficult as it may be. Like maybe you'll have to sweep the fucking floor for a year or two before you get to cut a fucking haircut, but the progression is there. So it's not that unrealistic, is my point.
Not EastEnders specific, but I guess when two characters are in a car and they don't talk about whatever they were meant to talk about when the car is pulling up such parked up after a journey, I always think, what did you talk about this whole car ride until we were showing?
Just singing Chumbawamba.
I got knocked down.
I got a whiskey drink. I got a vodka drink.
Harry
song when I think about the good times.
Harry Roberts.
Get a song when I think about the bad times.
Harry Roberts. Harry Roberts. Roberts. Harry Roberts. It's a song by the band. No.
So I had to do it 17 times.
So that's how the song goes.
2 would have sufficed.
That's how the song goes. The only day people on the block despite being a huge city like London, turn on a street, get on a tube and meet new people. Second is nearly everyone has a criminal record. The overheard comment being spoken or perhaps shouted in a public place. Blackmail. Characters upset gets pissed out of their face. Actually, that's 80% of EastEnders scenes. When two characters are supposed to be talking in secret, they keep the doors in the house open or the doors, but they start screaming at the top of their lungs. pregnancy test is regarded on the very top of being extra annoying if this bin is in a public place at the fake. I've never taken a pregnancy test, so I don't know. But how many people in reality take pregnancy tests in grotty public loos, especially when their home is less than 5 minutes from said public toilets? Did everyone already say characters have a job off the square? Something I didn't know anything why he saying this was located. I think it was the smallest city called London. It was in the smallest city called London. Same with Corrie. Well, Manchester's quite small. I obviously don't understand why, but still. People coming back.
I mean, yeah, but it's supposed to be a small area. It's a small, like, fat, like, concrete, like, fucking social, like, what, like, cul-de-sac? I don't know. It's like, it's a small fucking bit of a big fucking London.
People coming back from the dead.
Yeah.
There you go. People coming back from the dead, and I think that's where we end this video.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy it. See you in the next one. Any closing thoughts?
If I die, turns out might not be dead. Watch this space in about 10 years. I'm coming back!